When people talk about World War II, the focus usually falls on the big picture, massive battles, powerful weapons, and the generals who made the decisions. But for the soldiers on the ground, survival was far more personal. It wasn't just about facing the enemy. It was about enduring freezing nights, endless marches, and the brutal forces of nature. To endure all of it, soldiers became masters of fieldcraft. The art of staying alive when everything around you is trying to break you down. These weren't just military techniques. They were lessons in human adaptability, practical survival skills that still apply today, whether you're camping in the wild, preparing for emergencies, or learning to live more so. So, let us explore 7 timeless survival lessons from World War II soldiers that still hold up, no matter where or when you are. Lesson 1. The ground is your ally. A foxhole wasn't only protection from bullets, it was protection from the elements. Soldiers learned to dig shallow depressions, line them with branches and leaves for insulation, and cover the top with tarps, canvas, or even spare clothing. These makeshift shelters kept out wind, rain, and snow when nothing else could. Even today, the same principle applies. Use the landscape before you build. A shallow dugout, a natural hollow, or a simple windbreak can mean the difference between warmth and hypothermia. Lesson 2. Fire without smoke. On the battlefield, a trail of smoke could mean instant death. Soldiers perfected the art of the smokeless fire, burning dry twigs and small sticks in hot, oxygen-fed pits that produced little to no smoke. Known as the Dakota Fire Hole, this simple system used to connected holes, one for the flame and one for airflow. It burned cleaner, used less wood, and was almost invisible from a distance. For modern survivalists, it's just as valuable, efficient, stealthy, and a perfect example of wartime ingenuity. Lesson 3. Hygiene saves lives. It wasn't just bullets that killed soldiers, it was disease. Trench foot, dysentery, infection. These invisible enemies wiped out more men than combat ever did. Those who survived longest were the ones who kept strict hygiene, even in the worst conditions. They dried their feet, rotated socks, boiled water, and buried waste far from camp. In survival, this is still the most overlooked rule. Gear means nothing if you're sick. Purify your water. Keep your shelter dry. Maintain discipline, because cleanliness can extend your life longer than any tool in your pack. Lesson 4. Improvise everything. In war, standard issue never lasted. Helmets became cooking pots. Bayonets turned into knives. Canvas became rope. Soldiers were forced to see every object as a multi-tool. That mindset, turning limitation into innovation, is pure survival thinking. If you can look at any item and find 3 uses for it, you're practicing the same adaptability that kept soldiers alive across every front of the war. Lesson 5. Disappear into your... Camouflage wasn't just for combat. It was for living unseen. Soldiers used mud, branches, smoke-darkened cloth, even animal dung, to blend into the terrain. It hid them from the enemy, from locals, and from wildlife while foraging. Today, the same principle applies whether you're hunting, avoiding detection, or simply practicing boot. Mob, kiat lido, they shine on your gear. Let nature hide you, instead of fighting against it. Lesson 6. Feed yourself, no matter where you are. Rations were unreliable and often barely edible, so soldiers learned to forage. In Europe, they gathered chestnuts, berries, and wild greens. In the Pacific, they fished, harvested coconuts, and ate taro root. Some bartered with locals, others scavenged abandoned farms. The takeaway: never depend on a single food source. Learn what grows around you, what animals can be trapped, and how to make the most of limited supplies. Knowing how to feed yourself is timeless survival knowledge. Lesson 7. Strength starts in the mind. The greatest fieldcraft of all wasn't physical, it was mental. Soldiers who endured hunger, fear, and exhaustion did so because they refused to give in. They built routines, sang songs, wrote letters, carved wood, small axe. They kept the mind strong when the body faltered. That same resilience defines survival today. Set small goals. Keep structure. Find purpose, even in hardship. Because once the mind breaks, everything else follows. The Fieldcraft lessons of World War II weren't written in manuals. They were learned in mud, snow, and blood. They remind us that survival isn't about expensive gear or modern gadgets. It's about adaptability, resourcefulness, and discipline, the same traits that have kept humans alive for millennia. If you found these lessons as fascinating as I did, make sure to subscribe to In the Beginning for more deep dives into the forgotten survival strategies of history. Share this with anyone who values practical knowledge from the past, because the wisdom that kept soldiers alive then can still guide us today.